Yeah.
I don't know if you can see my video thing right now. I have this little thing. It shows like a little Twitter bar. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if it'd be a good idea to do it. But as you see, somebody just tweeted right now.
Okay.
Um, and I put certain keywords. So then if somebody tweets, it shows up on my screen. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Because
Oh,
I might get more people to tweet out the stream that
if
way.
hey, whatever, I'm open for ideas. Anything.
All right, yeah, I put a couple of keywords, TNG Podcast, and then
Okay.
like the Next Gamer Network for people to type to get on it.
Let's check the audio. Can one of you guys go to the stream and see if the audio sounds all right? I want to make sure that everybody can hear me.
Yeah, I could hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear it too.
Okay, cool. So
I
we're
muted it now though.
all right. Yeah, yeah, you probably need to mute it for echoing and things. So we should be live then. Let me take a look. I'm going to refresh it. Let me know if the screen region changes or gets funky or something.
All right, no, everything looks good.
All right.
Yep, definitely looks excellent.
Mute that thing. Advertisement. All right. Okay, well, we're officially underway then. If you're watching or if you're following us on Twitter right now, I want to welcome you to the Next Gamer Podcast. We are live with the TaNGyToddler and slasherjpc from the Next Gamer Network. I want to welcome you guys to the show and thank you for being on.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So yeah, this is going to be a regular thing. I've decided to move this to the main network channel. In the past 9 episodes, we have had it on my personal channel, Mortarman TV, and decided that it wasn't getting the kind of response that I thought it deserved. And I'm hoping that by having it on the main network channel, it will get more exposure. We can get more people involved in it, and I think overall people will enjoy it here better. I mean, they subscribe to the Next Gamer Network for gaming content and gaming news, and we definitely, as a network, want to interact more with our viewers and our directors, such as yourselves. And so, yeah, I think by having it here on the main network channel, it'll just be better for everyone. And so, this is episode 10. We've had some pretty good shows in the past where we talked about a lot of news and things going on around the world, but not necessarily things about gaming in general. So um, that's going to change. From today forward, we're gonna talk about gaming and everything about gaming. We'll mix in some stuff, some random things on occasion, um, and and if there's something that's really controversial or something going on in the news, we're definitely going to talk about that. But I think I have with me here two guys that are gurus in the gaming world. I highly respect both of you guys and your YouTube channels, and I think that you guys have a lot to bring to the table as far as general knowledge of gaming. And so yeah, that's my introduction. If you're watching right now, I want to thank you for showing up and being with us. And don't click away because I promise you it's going to get good.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so what's the first topic you guys want to talk about today?
Well, I think it's a topic everybody's talking about lately.
PS4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's big news. All right, so what have you guys? Let's start off with what we've heard so far, rumors, and then we'll talk about some facts that we definitely know about the console as of right now. Um, as everyone probably knows, there was a live stream on Twitch, on the 21st about the PS4. Some people were surprised about what they saw, and then some people were kind of let down. Um, First of all, they didn't show the console, the physical console itself, and so I think a lot of people were disappointed about that.
Yeah.
So also, they did show the controller and mention some functions on the controller and everything. Um, and they showed some trailers and stuff. But again, just like every time they introduce a new game, the last thing that they show is actual gameplay footage. They just show trailers, which basically looks a lot more fancy and edited than what you can really expect on the real deal. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, they'll definitely make it look better than it probably will. I mean, it'll probably look amazing since even PS3 has really good graphic cards. But yeah, they always show trailers. I wish they would show more gameplay, but they also might not be there yet since it's not supposed to be released for a few months.
Yeah, yeah, they may
Yeah, I
not
mean,
they may not actually even have it yet.
I found it interesting that when the PS3 had its conference a long time ago, there was a big debate about the Killzone trailer because they ended up finding out that it wasn't 100% accurate of the final game, it wasn't in real time, etc., and that they, had Killzone here for the PS4. They did show that someone was actually playing it though, and I think that was the game that we really much got most of the gameplay aspects out of.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see the final what we see in, when it comes to the final games in retail.
You know, they're mentioned that the console is going to be 3D capable, but the president and CEO of the company said that it was not going to be their primary focus. And I think they're coming to realize that we don't really give a shit about 3D too much. I don't think it's something that you can benefit from in the gaming world. Like, have you guys seen a 3D television, a real 3D television? Watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was kind of gimmicky to me. And who
yeah.
wants to sit there wearing glasses
I
to
mean,
watch a show in the first place that you have friends over? Oh, here, let me hand you guys your 3D glasses right quick. You know
yeah,
that
3D
I
that they have now is more of a gimmicky thing, I think. I mean, it's some people like it, but I don't think it's ever going to take off the way some people would maybe like it to.
yeah yeah it's I think there's a lot of work to be done on that. Um, so one really cool thing that I heard about is that they're going to give the user the ability to share their games on Ustream. And if you're not familiar with what Ustream is, for those of you watching, Ustream is a live streaming platform such as Twitch or quote unquote live stream. And so it's a big platform, but I don't think it has the popularity of Twitch. But nevertheless, it's going to give you guys an opportunity to live stream your gameplay. Another thing that I found really cool was that you can virtually hand over your controller to another player anywhere else in the world, and they can play your game for you. I thought that was
Yes.
pretty freaking awesome.
The thing I think is funny about that is one of my local buddies here, he always says, man, you play so many games, you're so good, and why don't you just charge people so you can play part and beat it for them? And with PS4, that's actually something that could be very possible.
Yeah, yeah, you
Having
could.
somebody get an achievement for you or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Be very-
I mean, what if I offered my very own slasher JPC gaming expertise services? Can't beat a level. Pay me $2 and I'll do it for you.
You're just gonna
Yeah.
whore it out. That's all it is. Whore out your gameplay skill.
Yeah. Then they'll call you a gaming whore like they call money whores on YouTube, huh?
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
see what the big deal is about that. That's a whole nother topic. Maybe we can mention that later. Um, okay, so for you people that are familiar with computers and the technical aspect of things, I know that I'm not really that educated on computers, but some of the technical stats are that it has an x86 CPU. I have no idea what that is, but I'm assuming that it's good. It has 8 gigabytes of memory, which I think that does sound quite a bit. I don't know. Is your mind blown?
Mind blown.
And then it has a local hard drive, and again, I really don't have any idea what all that means. Can you guys elaborate on that?
I
I don't really know
honestly,
either.
8 gigs of RAM is the big thing for me. That because apparently they thought people were speculating 2 gigs of RAM. 8 gigs is pretty high up. That's about the only thing that sticks out to me for the most part. But it's still, they revealed a lot of specs and that's nice. But I think from a normal consumer, it was I think they went too far on the spec thing when they
Hmm.
were talking about it. Because what's the best thing you can do to sell your product? Show your product.
Yeah.
But that might get in another whole topic of, the topic of if they decided to do this a little too soon. to beat the competition.
They
So
may have. They may have said, you know what, we've got enough information here to tease the public and to satisfy the public at the same time, and we're still beating those guys over at Microsoft. And
Yeah,
so
with the
that might have
Smash
been the whole
Engine.
thing. Yeah, yeah. And like I heard one guy doing a commentary the other day, and he mentioned that since Sony put out their deal, that it was an advantage to Xbox because it would give them a chance to beat Sony. But that can't happen, and I'll tell you why. It's because these game consoles have been in development for
yeah,
years. And so they can't go back and change anything. It's too late in the game. What they've got is what they're stuck with. Now they
yeah.
could make some minor changes, possibly, but as far as the uh, the internal workings of the machine, it's a done deal. There's no way they can go back and change it. So if Xbox missed out on an opportunity here, it's their own fault. Um,
Well, I mean, when it comes to this stuff, everything's hush hush secret. So there's always going to be some console that has better specs than another. That's just how it is with this industry. Where consoles are not like PCs where you can hot swap everything.
yeah.
Oh well, I'll just upgrade this video card. Or, oh, I'm just going to upgrade this memory, etc. It's not like that. So yeah, they have to kind of make their initial design what they're aiming for and go for it. So again, it's just one of those pros and cons with consoles, and they have to figure out, when developers are making games, they need to figure out, how am I going to make this game on this? I mean, it was very much when the PS3 came out and had the cell processor, it was a bitch to develop for, and developers, mention that constantly. As they were developing on it, it's gotten easier, and now it's easier for them to do. But even still, you see slight discrepancies between an Xbox game sometimes and a PS3 when they're not very drastic. That's when you can tell that they've done the best they can do for both consoles. But for some examples, like to bring up Bayonetta on the Xbox, when Sony got that on the Sony PlayStation, I forget exactly the details, but I think Platinum didn't want to do it, so I think either Sony or Sega had a different team ported over, and it had frame rate issues. I
Hmm.
mean, it's just one of those things that they have to work with what they got, and at this point in time, yeah, they're stuck with what they're gonna have. So
Yeah.
we'll just have to wait till Xbox has their next their conference and
Is
see
there
what talks about.
is there any word on when they might be doing their announcement?
Um,
E3 is the rumor.
yeah,
E3.
well, I heard E3, and then on NeoGAF, which is for anybody who doesn't know, is a very popular gaming forum with a lot of industry people and stuff. There's rumor that they just registered a domain for an event, a live event, and it could possibly be very soon. I don't know if if this is gonna be true, but if they're feeling any heat from the Sony conference, it might be they're like, well, then let's do it.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
I'm
And the
wondering if they announced it already. Is online play going to be free for PS4 again?
uh,
Because that's what I'm wondering. I bet you that they're gonna. Because I know they have the. Isn't there like a pro version or something? I forget what the name is. So you have to pay like $30 a year for, and you get extra stuff on the PS3 online. Because
yeah, it's the
I don't
plus.
have. Yeah.
It's the plus
Yes, that's right.
membership, but I don't think, from everything I have heard, the rumor is and the likeliness is that they will charge, because with everything they're offering now, there's going to be some sort of services they're going to charge for. I mean, I don't think they'd be free to where I can jack into your game and play your game and share on Facebook and all. I can't see that being free anymore, and
Yeah,
especially,
especially with the streaming too.
yeah, and
I'm,
because that Microsoft gets away with doing it, I think Sony could easily do so as well.
I hope the screen region works better. I noticed there was a problem with the other one. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's kind of floating around. I'm off. We're off.
Yeah.
There we go. We're moving. There we go.
Did
Let's
Sony
see what
buy
it does.
Ustream or something, or are they working together? Because I'm kind of surprised they didn't get with Twitch.
Yeah, what I've heard on that as well is that people are wondering if Xbox has a deal with Twitch,
Yeah,
and
because I know they
that's
Hmm.
bought
why.
Skype now. Is that right?
I'm sorry.
Skype. I think Microsoft and Skype are working together for the
I,
next Xbox.
I think I don't recall, but I don't know. I was surprised Twitch wasn't on there, but if they're not on there, there's a reason. Whether
Yeah.
it's some
Yeah.
money or whatever, there's a reason why, because Twitch is known as the gamer streaming
Yeah,
site
Ustream's
now.
just kind of
So
known for people like Charlie Sheen, the live stream.
yeah, Tiger Blood. Um, so yeah, so that's, I mean, it's what's interesting about these consoles coming up is, um, it's just gonna be really interesting to see what the tech is like, what the developers are able to do with it. But the key thing too, I think a lot of people need to remember, And just like it's getting harped on right now with the Wii U, is that just because these systems come out, there's not going to be a lot of games for the first year. That's just, it's been a long time since we've had new consoles come out. I mean, it's been a while, and I remember when I got an Xbox, I didn't have a lot of games for a while. It was like I was picking and choosing and not playing it for a bit, and I was still playing my PlayStation 2 or my Dreamcast or whatever. And it's going to be like that with all the consoles. You're going to have your launch titles, and then you're going to be waiting. It's just a waiting game for about a year or so, a year or two before they really get people developing games, and these games that they've been working on get released. So,
Yeah, they're gonna roll out
There we go.
little changes and everything to it a little at a time. Just think about where the Xbox started, the Xbox 360 started, and where it's at right now. We just did some kind of update yesterday or last night. Well, I think it rolled out the day before, but I hadn't been on Xbox lately, so there's always going to be those updates and changes and everything, and some of the game titles, the first game titles that they're going to have available for the console, are probably already designed and ready to go, and then they've got other game titles that will accommodate, the console will accommodate maybe later on, I guess. I'm sure
Yeah,
that
they'll
there's a
probably
whole lot more to it than what we believe. Which screen region do you think we should go with? This one or the previous one?
well, I'm big on it for some reason.
I
until
know.
I think it's until I talk, or
There you go. And so it just shrinks one of you down briefly. I was
yeah,
trying.
when somebody talks.
See, I captured this screen region right here all at the same time, and hoping that they would just stay the same size, because they now it switched, and there's also probably a delay, but I think that one's probably okay. At least it doesn't half chop off one like it was doing on the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept
Uh,
randomly doing it.
yeah, no, like it would take a minute for the full camera view to change. Okay. Um, I'm an Xbox 360 guy myself. I've never owned a PS3. I do have a regular PS1, I guess you could call it, still in the box. Um, that I had, for a long time. That I used to rent games. I never actually purchased any back then when there was a Blockbuster before they went out of business. Um, so I have a PS1, but I've never had a PS3. You guys, Slasher, you have a PS3, right?
Yeah, I've had an Xbox and PS3 basically since they were released on and off. So
Okay. And what about you, Ryan? Do you have a PS3?
No, I had a PS2 like when it first came out, and it broke on me after like a year and a half. So then I
Uh-huh.
switched to Xbox and haven't switched back.
Is the maybe it's the PS2 that I have. It's a little slim looking little machine. Maybe
They
it's
probably
have like a
PS2.
PS.
slim version. People
Yeah,
complain about the PS3 being too big, so
too
I'm kind
big.
of wondering how the PS4 will look.
I don't even think I've ever seen an up. I mean, seen one in person. I've seen pictures of them, but I don't think I've actually been to someone's house where they had one. It's always Xbox with everybody I know. Um, but let's talk about the controller for a minute again. There's a touchpad on the controller. Um, I didn't catch exactly what all they said the touchpad was going to do. Do you guys know anything about the touchpad that's on the controller?
I saw it. It looks. I think it looks kind of goofy, but it makes sense because I don't think people that are hardcore gamers,
Uh-huh.
probably like us, would really use it. I can't imagine myself using touchscreen unless like an objective in a campaign makes you use it.
Uh-huh.
But I know at least um, I think how the Wii U works is can you like switch off or something or like go and play? Because I think the thing they're trying to do with that, what's that Vista, PS Vista?
The
Mm-hmm.
They're
Vita.
trying to make it something like that. Maybe where you can take it with you can and play it. I'm not sure. I
They
haven't really read enough about it.
they said that all of the games will be able to play on the PS Vista. I don't even not sure what that is. I guess it's some type of a handheld game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the PS Vita, and
The Vita.
it
Vita.
is it is not doing very well in the market right now. It's doing okay, but it's been out about a
It's
year, and
expensive.
it's expensive, and it doesn't have a lot of games, and it's just Sony's trying to pimp it out, and I think this is another way to try to get it that to work when this PS4 comes out because
Yeah.
they're basically doing what Nintendo did with the Wii U gamepad. I don't know if this is something that they've implemented after they saw Wii U, I wouldn't be surprised because there's ideas tend to get copied a lot of times, especially
Mm-hmm.
like when the Rumble Pack came out on N64. Next thing you know, DualShocks came out where they were vibrating controllers and everything. So I see it as a way to capitalize on that idea. Also having more powerful hardware than the Wii U has. So I don't know how late that was determined. I mean, but as seeing as it's a Vita, it's wireless. It doesn't seem like it'd be that hard to get games to play on the screen and use the controllers. Very much like a Wii U. It's going to have to need a signal, and then you're just basically watching the game, on your little screen.
Yeah.
Um, but I think that's a way to try to give the Vita some more oomph for when the PS4 does come out, since it is lacking that at the moment.
Yeah, it could be a great way to market that for those people who already have it, so that they could take their game and play that on the go, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing with the Wii U is that it's not as powerful, and supposedly the reason it costs a lot is because of the controller, the gamepad with the screen. Well, Sony is now basically going, we've got the option just like the Wii U, except we don't make it mandatory that you pay for that. So therefore, you have to buy a Vita and then you get that option. So
Oh, I
it's
see.
almost like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a way of doing it without, it's not required, but if you want to, you can buy a Vita. Now you get off-screen play.
Yeah. And how practical is that? Is it got a very big screen on it?
Well, it's not. It's big, but it's not as big as like the Wii U's gamepad screen, if I
Huh.
recall. I don't even think the screen's as big. I don't think the screen's as big as the 3DS screen, the XL at least. But I'm not. I don't know the exact dimensions.
Um, since I'm not really familiar with any of those handheld games. There I I wouldn't mind having one, I guess, like if I traveled a lot and stuff but honestly, when if I know I'm going somewhere and I'm going to be staying in a hotel for a few days or a week, if I have the slightest inclination that I'm going to have time, I pack up my Xbox and take it with me. And I'll
Yeah,
take my laptop and everything, so I'm still wired up and ready to go. And I'll even call ahead and make sure that they've got some high-speed Wi-Fi connection or something there to
yeah.
accommodate.
Well,
I hate to
I
be
mean,
without my game and my computer.
that's how I was with handhelds. I didn't play them a lot, and the only handheld I own right now is the new 3DS XL. But what I find myself doing now with that and like the Wii U at the moment is that if I'm tired but I'm not like ready to exactly go to sleep, I'll get in bed and I'll play my 3DS or I'll play my Wii U off the gamepad. And actually, I find myself actually getting kind of hooked on that idea. Like when I'm
Huh.
ready to settle down, get ready for bed, but don't want to be sitting up at my computer desk playing games, etc. I'll lay down,
Yeah.
pop open the screen, play for 30 minutes, an hour, and then start dozing off, and I'm done. So
You can't do
that's how
that
I.
with your console.
No, you can't.
I
So
need to be sitting up in my chair when I'm looking at the monitor. I
Yeah,
can't, even
like
if I had a bed in the same room where my game is,
mm,
holding the controller and everything, I don't think I could be effective laying down or leaned way back.
yeah,
But if you had a handheld, you could hold it up to your face while you're straight up on your backside, and play, I
yeah,
guess. That'd be
yeah,
kind of that'd be kind of cool.
yeah. So that's when I find myself doing the time with that. But yeah, I think the PS4 is kind of capitalizing on that off-screen and slash handheld market by kind of combining the two if you want to.
Yeah.
So
Okay. They're gonna have a headphone jack on the controller, and it comes with a headset. They say that they're improving the quality of the multiplayer experience by having a better voice. I don't know what you call it. A better way for the
for
players in
con-
the
for
in the lobbies, to
Well,
interact with each other.
like you're talking about, like yeah, like because when the PS3 came out, they didn't really give you a headset like Xbox. They didn't implement voice chat really to the extent where they were making it a focus like Xbox
Yeah,
did.
I've heard it's horrible. I've
yeah,
heard
you
many
can't
people
chat with
say,
somebody in a different game.
"Wow." Um, so that sucks for PS3. Well, hopefully then the new PS4 will kind of even the playing field in that category for them. I don't know. There's some if there's some really cool game titles that are not available on the Xbox. Um, if I have the money, there's a chance that I could get the PS4 just simply to play a game if I really want it. So we'll see what kind of game titles and stuff they have. As of right now, I'm waiting to see what they have to say about the new Xbox, and I'm hoping that I'll just continue to stick with what I know.
Yeah.
But I'm
I'm
open for some for some changes if it's proves to be a much better route
yeah.
to go. You know.
See,
Yeah,
I wish I was like that because I unfortunately have my hobby just in general is video editing and gaming. And so I have to own everything because at some point there's something on that system that I can't get on the other system. So it's a good thing I don't smoke. I'm not a big drinker. I don't like sports that much because otherwise I would not nearly have the funds
I see
to
what
play
you're
the games
saying.
I do.
Yeah, I used to have a roommate that was really big into cars, and he didn't make a lot of money, but he had a Dodge Viper, and he had a couple of other really cool, expensive cars in the past, and that's what he spent almost every penny that he had to afford the kind of car that he wanted. And so when we went somewhere, they just assumed that we were rich and famous or something like that. But literally, the guy in the driver's seat was probably more broke than they were looking at the car. It's just that he could, he had managed a way to have, to have a really nice car with,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was infatuated with the idea of having a really cool car, and that was his thing. Um, let's see. They're going to have, there's some speculation about the price range of the games. I've seen comments and stuff in other videos and stuff where people were talking about, that's Jason. Everybody say hi to Jason. Um,
I,
uh, there's been some talk about the prices of the games being $100. Now, the information that I read on IGN says that the owner, or not the owner, but someone high up in the company has said that the price ranges will vary from 99 cent from free to play to 99 cents and up to $60 for the premium game titles. There was no mention of $100 game titles. And I was like, wow, that's a load off because I was thinking, damn, if they're going to be $100, well, there ain't no way this white boy's going to have one because I ain't spending $100 for a game.
you
yeah,
should,
I've heard
sir.
it go
You
both
should.
ways.
Huh?
I've heard it go both ways for price. I know a long time ago, this was like a year and a half ago, I did a video about games supposed to be going to be more expensive in the new console, and this was a long time ago. I heard like almost double, but then I also heard it might be cheaper that you can download instead of actually own the physical disc.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I've heard both ways, so who really knows? I guess until they actually announce it. But I
Yeah,
heard the console is going to be really expensive. I heard it's going to be way more than $300, probably double.
I heard
Uh,
someone mention they thought it was going to be 700, but they haven't officially announced a price yet.
because it got ridiculed when the PS3 came out at 599 US dollars. I think they're gonna go for a cheaper price, even at a
Or
loss.
lower.
Matter of fact, there was a quote from the CEO on IGN saying that because they had done some things to cut cost in their warehouses and things like that, that they were still expecting to have the console in a very affordable price range. Um,
Literally, for the cost of our game right now,
uh-huh.
I've spent 10 cents an hour. I have been on my Black Ops game for 900 hours. So if you think about it, I've actually spent 10 cents per hour.
That's 1 cent.
Or no, 1 cent per hour.
Yeah, one
Yes,
cent per hour.
1 cent per
What a
hour.
deal!
So when you think about $100 game, how many hours are you actually going to spend on it?
Yeah, think about how much entertainment you're going to get
Hey,
out of that
I'm
money.
close to 6,000 hours. That's a full-time job, brother.
It is a
Yeah, it'll
full-time
still be
job.
bad if they are for downloads, so something like GameStop doesn't exist anymore, where you can buy like used games or something like that.
Yeah, if Xbox does what they were thinking about doing was taking away the whole physical disc idea, um, they were going to do game codes. Well, actually, where you would buy the disc, you would load it into your game, download it to your console. You would have a passcode of some kind, and then once that's done, the disc is no good to anyone else. It can't be resold or traded or anything. That's going to put a real dent in the used game market. I don't know really how I feel about that. Um, Slasher just recently traded in a bunch of games and got a pretty penny for a big stack of games. That's probably not nearly what he actually paid for them, but it's kind of like having money in the bank. If you got a big collection of games like he does, and you get ready for some new stuff, or you need a little extra cash, pile up a bunch of games and take them down to GameStop and get some cash.
I literally just paid off pretty much all the games I'm getting in March. And March is a big month with like DS games, Xbox games. You see, there's a bunch of stuff coming out. So
Yeah, with that money, yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
gonna
I'm a
gonna
big
fund
sports
your.
game player too, and I always return the older version of it because I'll never touch it again. If I buy the 13 year, I'm not going to play 12 or
that's how they
11.
get you. They always
Yeah,
bring
I
out those
know.
new versions with the new
And all they
rosters.
do, exactly, that's all it is too. Half the time, my friend, he buys a new sports game every other year. He said because then actually it's kind of worth it. But
Yeah.
I just like to have the up-to-date rosters. It's just a
Yeah.
habit of mine. I can't play with
Well,
something that happened a year ago.
speaking of prices though, I remember this, and that's why I wanted to look it up and verify. But when speaking of game prices and how they went up from 49 to 59, did you know when the N64 came out, they originally had games at 69.95?
No shit. That far
Yes, they
back.
they did, and then they dropped to 59.99, and then I guess they went down to 49.99, and then we'd been doing the 49.99 route again. But I was even looking up. I remember a while back somebody looked up some Nintendo games, and I believe Nintendo games were even $39 or $49. So game prices have jumped up a little bit, gone back down, but they've kind of remained in the same area.
Yeah.
Um, I think nowadays too there is so many games coming out that that's another reason why people aren't willing to really shell out $60 because, well, for a good example, like I'm not typical. I'm pretty much picking up everything I want to in March because I can.
Mhm.
But a lot of people are probably going to pick up one title like BioShock Infinite, or pick up a DS game like the new Luigi's Mansion. They're only going to pick one, maybe two, and then that's going to be it. And that's what most people do. They only
Yeah.
buy one or two games a month. They can't afford to get all these games.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Like
my first game since November.
there's several
So,
several games that I would like to have that have been out for a couple of months or longer now, and like Far Cry 3, that looks like a really awesome game.
Right.
Halo, what is it? Halo 4. I would love to have that game. And not really to even make videos on them because by now it's already been done. So there's
Yeah.
no sense of me going to buy a Far Cry 3 game and then making a video on it.
Oh, come on, man. Do
I could just do what everybody else does, and they start a YouTube channel, and they're like, I'll just put up everything on my channel like everybody already has, and then I'll complain
I'm
when
just
my
gonna make a
channel is not
channel
big.
where I just play with my fingers like this, and I just stare at the camera and go blah, 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 blah. That's
that's
gonna be
what
my video channel.
somebody did that. Somebody with a ton of subscribers. He did like a little video just him just staring at it, and I forget what he said, and then he just closed. It was like a 15-second video, and it
Oh,
had like a million
I think
views.
that might have been. I don't know. I want to say White Boy 7th Street did something like that because
it
he
it
had a
might have
video.
been.
I know
It sounds
he
like
had a
something Hutch would do.
he had a video where he was like in the bathroom or something. He's like, this video just earned me blah 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 amount of dollars.
In the bathroom, was he on the commode?
I think so.
That was Only Use Me Blade.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure because well, he's the only person that I know of that actually took a video camera with him in the bathroom with his pants down around his ankles and took a video of it. It's got to be him. That's been like a year ago.
Yeah, and he probably made a lot of money off that.
Probably did. He's got a pretty big following.
I did a commentary in the bathroom. I didn't get any money from it.
How was
I'm
the
just gonna start doing.
acoustics?
I'm just gonna start doing strip gaming, where I'm gonna strip and I don't give a crap. Every time I die, I should take a piece of clothes off.
Streaming on ChatterBait.
It might not be pretty, but man, oh man, the views will be coming.
I literally did a live stream on ChatterBait, and are you guys familiar with that website?
I've never been to it. I've heard of it.
Heard of it, yeah.
With the iFly Illini situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got on there as a joke doing it, and then some people were like, "Oh, this is hilarious!" But I think they really thought I was a channel that actually does weird stuff on there.
Uh-huh.
So then they're like, "Oh, but you like," because I was had the gameplay focus and I had a little thing like with my face. He's like, "Can you like zoom in on you?" And I'm like, no, I'm good."
Show me the goods. Give me the cookies.
He offered to actually give me money. He was like,
Oh
"I want to
god.
tip you on there." But I didn't have the account set up, so I couldn't get it, and I don't really think I would have wanted it.
Should have
You
licked your
you
lips,
you
stared
mean that?
deeply into his face,
Just
and went.
stared at it.
So you mean that people go on there and they can actually exchange funds for video sexual favors or whatever?
That's the whole point of it. Like,
Oh,
it's like
okay.
if there's a ton
That's
of
like
people watching,
over my
and
head.
it's like I'll take 100 tokens and then I'll do this to me, and then once I get 100 tokens, it's like a goal, and so that's kind of how that works.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
yeah, but
So,
I think nobody, because you go on there and then some girl that was a model on there or whatever commented. She's like, "Take your stupid video games away" or something like that. I'm like, and then she just left. I was like, okay,
so,
but they had a terrible streaming quality too. It
oh,
was
they
it
do.
was, it was horrible.
Well,
Huh.
that adds to the authenticity, man. It's like that. Never mind. We're not gonna get into that discussion.
Hey, we've
Oh, it's a
got,
good time.
according to me, we have 10 viewers right now. I want to thank every single one of you for being here. I'm sure the podcast will get some pretty good views over the next few days. I was hoping we'd get a really good live audience going, but if you're watching right now, I just know that this is going to be a regular deal, a regular occurrence, and we're just going to build from here and hopefully, bring you guys a really good show, something different, rather than watching somebody run around with a submachine gun shooting people, or a sniper rifle. Yeah, everybody wants to be a sniper on Xbox.
Or
Uh,
shotgunner. Those will put
yeah,
me
yeah, or a
smiling.
shotgun. Jeez.
Yeah, the
Um,
chat's going pretty well right now too.
huh?
Everybody's chatting right now. It's pretty cool.
Oh, on
Yes,
the
every
uh,
Saturday, Hydro Ninja.
the
Hydro
the
Ninja
chat the
streams.
chat is going pretty good in the comments.
Yep.
Where can I see that?
If
On
you
the
go to
page, you
the
have to be on the page.
yeah,
Okay.
and it
Are there
updates
any?
automatically.
All right. Will you guys answer any questions on my behalf? I don't want to screw anything up. Open up another browser.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to talk to me whatsoever, thank you for leaving a comment, and one of these guys will take
Yeah.
care of the.
You want to talk to Mortar Man? You talk to us, and we
Yeah, you
get
gotta
back
go
to
through
I
you.
have
the
yeah.
Okay.
Have
through
my
the
people
bouncers.
have my people talk to your people.
He's the head honcho,
Yeah.
the head mafia guy.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's take a minute and talk about YouTube and Oh, no, wait. Let's save that. Put a pin in it. Let's talk about directorship. Um, recently, just made some changes around here, and we all discussed it as a team and decided that we would look for some new directorship talent and go about it a little bit differently than we have in the past. We currently do have an application that you can click on a link on the actually on any of our hub channels, and apply for directorship or submit a video. That application is still active, it still works, but what I would like for people to do is just send a private message to the network channel. Just say, hey, I'm so-and-so. I have some decent content. I got a video I would like for you to check out with the link. And then I'll go to it and check it out. If it's good, then we'll use it. If it's not good, then you may not hear back from me, or I may offer some constructive criticism, but please don't take that personally. The object here is to give the network good content, but at the same time, helping smaller channels who would not otherwise have the opportunity to have their video in front of a larger audience to do that as well. So just because you're small doesn't mean that you can't submit a video. I am going to be very
Size doesn't
open-minded.
matter.
Yes, size does not matter. Uh, Jason says bullshit. So, yeah, so anybody can submit a video to me, and we will take a look at it. Also, you do not have to be a partner of the Next Gamer Network. We're open to all comers. So anybody who's got some stuff they want to share with us, we'll take a look at it and see if we can't get you on the network channel. So I'm going to be monitoring that on a daily basis, along with uploading more of TaNGyToddler and more of slasherjpc onto the channel, because I think both you guys have great content. Um, so yeah, if you don't fill out the directorship form anymore, just leave that thing alone. Send a private message. We'll take a look at it, and then I'll ask you for permission, and may even add you on Skype so that we can talk in real time and get the videos, your videos up on the channel. And that's all I got to say about directorship.
Well, since we're talking, hold on
Huh?
a second. Talking.
Jason has 2 cents.
Also, when you apply for partnership, everybody, it's 10,000 views a month or 333 views a day. Please do not apply if you do not meet the qualifications. I've been going through all sorts of applications, and they're just not there yet. So keep at it and get with me on Skype or message the main channel. I'm the recruit manager, and TaNGyToddler is also a recruiter for the TNG network. Uh, I look forward to talking to you guys, and please send us a message and let us know that you're interested.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep on dancing,
We'll
buddy.
do
Keep
our
on
best to
dancing.
work with the, the channels that are struggling, to meet the requirements. We'll do our best to help you guys. If you have AdSense disabled and you meet the requirements otherwise, then we may be able to work around that. So we've been having a lot of that problem lately, and we have talked to our folks over at Broadband TV, and we may have a solution for you. All right, so that's
Awesome.
enough
Okay.
about the TNG business for now. Um, yeah, so we put a pin in something. What was it? YouTube channels and content in general, right?
Yep.
Everybody wants a big channel, and for some reason it seems so unattainable for all those people who deserve it, and it sucks. You guys have bigger channels than me. On my personal channel is struggling as well. Um, I really don't have an answer, but we can certainly discuss opinions and thoughts and ideas. Um, Slasher, you've got some of the most creative content I've seen. As far as you do game reviews. You're so good at game reviews. My cat's on the keyboard and he's gonna screw something up. Um, you do game reviews. You're really good at that. You got a green screen there we can see in your video camera now that you use. Uh, it's like, and you do skits, little acting bits and things like that. You've got some characters that you do, and I love watching that stuff. I find it interesting. I watched the whole freaking video. Oh yeah, dang. It's
Oh
like
dang!
Randy. Yeah, I wish Randy were here right now. That dude's a trip. Randy for
Vote,
president.
vote for Randy for president. Yeah.
Uh-oh, Randy
Oh,
may
he's getting ready.
Randy may show up. I
I don't
think.
know. I don't know. He's. I don't know if he can make it.
Okay, we'll see. The
We'll
show's
see.
got some. We've still got more airtime. Maybe Randy can make an appearance for just a minute.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll
So
see.
we had 13 people watching there for a second. And we just lost 3. I'm hoping that it's because their internet went down.
They're just
Yeah.
refreshing. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's actually I think we scared him with the oh dang. They're all right.
um.
Yeah.
So yeah, with it's frustrating to look at the much bigger YouTube channels especially when you honestly can see that their content is not deserving, and that happens a lot with just general popularity. Think of any celebrity that you see on television and say, if that dude made a YouTube channel, it'd be a success overnight, just
Oh yeah.
because they're famous. And it's not fair, but it's just kind of the way it is. Um, I subscribe to a bunch of different big YouTube channels, mainly just because I really do like their content. I also subscribe to a bunch of my fans and viewers as well, and I try to watch as many videos as I can, to keep up to date and be an active subscriber. But it really is boils down to active subscribers, man. At the end of the day, we've got getting close to 14,000 subscribers here on the network channel, and sometimes it's a struggle to get 300 views on a video, which hopefully that's going to change soon. I've turned the notifications on the email on the channel or whatever, so that when somebody comments on a video or they leave a question or comment or whatever, I get that email now. In the past, we didn't do it because we had so many other things going on. We didn't have time. But now I've made a commitment to try to answer as many of those comments and stuff as I can and interact with the viewers. So hopefully that'll keep us a little bit more active.
Yeah.
Um, while we're waiting to see if Randy shows up, Ryan, do you have any new projects that you're working on your channel?
I have 2 new songs that have already been sung and edited, but I just had to edit the videos.
Uh-huh.
Because I haven't released a new music video in a while now. I had the Leroy and Troy that the first episode came out last week, and then It didn't get as many views. I don't think it hit a lot of sub boxes.
Uh-huh.
But it
Well,
got a lot
there's
of good
always that
feedback.
problem too, the
Yeah.
soapbox issue.
And then it kind of depends on what time of the day you upload too. And I can never figure out a good time to upload because sometimes if you upload right after school ends for I guess where I live, that's when a lot of people upload.
Oh, there's
And then also
Randy.
you're hidden.
There's Randy.
Randy made it.
Randy made it.
Hey,
Welcome to the
where we
show.
at? Oh, dang, am I on the internet again? Oh, dang.
I'm here from
I
over
didn't,
here.
oh, dang.
Oh, Randy, what you been up to, man?
No, I didn't want to cut him off. I'm sorry. Keep on going. I want to
Oh,
hear
you're
about your
good, Randy.
channel, your video.
Hey, Ryan, I did make a playlist for music parodies, by the way. So
I did see that.
you own that. Whenever you got some more stuff, we have a playlist for you. We might even make a Randy playlist. Who knows?
Oh, oh, for me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I better get on this internet some more. I've been away a while hunting some quail.
Is that your favorite game to hunt for?
My, I, we talking video games or
Like
action
like a
game?
wild game. When you go hunting, what do you hunt for mostly?
Personally, I like to go for the big bears because they're big, bulbous, and just they have a lot of fur.
And
But
they can.
quail's second because they're just little shits. No, it's easy. So when I can't hit the bear, I make myself feel better by getting the quail.
That way you don't go home empty-handed. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
So, Randy, where are your family roots from, man? Where are you from?
I don't.
Down south somewhere, right?
Yeah, but I don't normally like to talk about that on
Okay,
the.
okay. Well, we didn't mean to hit a sensitive nerve there. That's cool.
Sensitive. It's sensitive because I've been growing this hair since then. I have a hair growing deficiency, so this is as long as it's got. But I
Okay.
would grow more out. But let's just say, long story short, trash can found, baby dumpster. Leave it
All
there.
right.
Sorry, but
Okay.
we'll talk maybe more. I got hair in my mouth. I got my hair. I hate that. Okay, good to
Uh,
go.
all right. Cool. Um, Randy, do you have any more plans for YouTube coming up soon?
I don't know because some people like me on the YouTube, but some people say I'm not fit for such a thing. So I I don't know, but I'm sorry. What, yeah, I know, but you want to be Justin or okay? But slash JPC, we're friends, but it's his thing. But if people want more Randy, then he
Okay.
said I can come back home. So
Yeah. Well, we'd love to see more of Randy whenever you get a chance, man.
yeah,
We'd definitely love to see more of you.
well, I like to come back too sometimes. So, but with that said, I'm gonna go and he's just out running an errand real quick. He'll be right back. But I'm gonna go because I got more quail to hunt.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll wait here for Justin and Randy. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Thank you so much. And you come back. I mean, I'll come. Sorry. Bye.
Bye, Randy.
All right, everybody. That was Randy. Um, I want to thank him for stopping by the show for a minute, and Justin will be back with us here in just a second. Um, so Ryan, you were talking about your music parodies.
Yeah.
You've got two recorded that you're waiting to edit, right? And then you're gonna have them up.
Yeah. I had one of them. I wrote both of these like back in like October. No, I wrote one of them back in October. The other one I wrote like a couple weeks ago. But I need to get them out here soon. It's always hard to edit though because it takes so long to actually play the game and then go back through all the footage and then go through and edit it.
I can't imagine even where I would start. Like
Yeah.
that one, the first one that you did. That was it. Call me maybe or baby
Yeah,
or
it was
whatever.
Rage Quit maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
I'll have to
that
look
one
that
was
one.
really catchy too. The tune actually stuck in my head for days.
Yeah, I wish I could re-sing it again because there was a couple parts because I was doing it and I was like sweating because those high notes are really tough and I still can't hit them.
I
Uh,
actually though, for me personally, I thought it was perfect the way it was. The high notes weren't perfect, but I think that that's what made it original.
yeah,
It
they're
was
like kind
you
of
know,
yeah.
It was a
Like
guy
you
with
always
a
hear a
decent.
bunch of ones that sound good, and they just sound that they're all completely edited. Like a lot of popular songs now, all it is like auto tune and everything like
Oh
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
exactly, they sound perfect pitch when actually they're not. That's why they all lip sync in concerts because they won't sound quite as good as they would on the
Yeah.
radio.
Well, plus, think about trying to keep your voice without getting winded while you're doing cartwheels and shit, jumping around on the
Yeah, they're all
stage.
dancing now.
Yeah, they all dance now. So I mean,
It's more of a
Lip
show than
sync.
an actual
Lip sync
singing
should
thing.
be called lip stink.
It'd be nice if they actually say that
yeah,
they're going to lip sync during some parts of the show.
yeah. And
Like
if
they'll
they
have
were
voice
honest
lines.
about it too, if they were honest about it, we'd be okay if you go to show for entertainment and
Yeah.
you expect to hear the vocals clean, while they jump around and dance and everything. Then if you knew that they were lip singing, I think everybody would be okay with it as long as they weren't
Yeah.
trying to
I
deny it or
know
hide it.
if you remember, I did that singing job a while back, and when we had to sing, we actually had to live sing. We couldn't lip sync, and I mean, there's 5 or 6 of us on stage at once. So sometimes if you just like forgot the words or sick that day, you can kind of skip it. But
Uh,
there's always like a backtrack behind us, so it makes it sound like there's more people, and then also helps us make it sound like better on note. So there are times when like they probably do that in concert too. Have a little backtrack with like a really quiet voices or something to
yeah,
kind of help them out and make them sound broader.
right.
You remind me. I've actually done 2 music songs myself, but I didn't. One was a while ago. One was actually a while ago. Well, I guess in the broad spectrum, it wasn't a long time ago. But one was on the Diablo, the Error 37, and the other one was a parody of Michael Jackson's "Beat It," but it's about how I beat all my video games, too many video games. So yeah, I'm not very good at it though.
They're fun to write though.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, when you see it, because I know Katy Perry. I did the Katy Perry last
Yeah.
Friday night. I was looking through her lyrics. They're so bad. The lyrics are pretty bad in it. You see some of the popular song like Black Eyed Peas is the worst at it. They repeat like every other
Yeah.
word called a
Well,
song.
that's why
yeah,
I actually love that pop and tag song because the lyrics are absolutely ridiculous and they know it. It's like a
Yeah,
song about stealing clothes from like a thrift store. It's they know it's stupid. They know. I
yeah.
mean, one of the lyrics is it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you know
It's
that they're having
99
fun with
cents.
it, and that's funny. Whereas compared to like these hardcore guys that are saying songs and they're being serious, and it's just like what?
yeah.
Yeah.
There is some pretty bad stuff out there, especially when they get so mainstream. They pretty much think that they can. It's like these big YouTubers. They think that guy, just stood there in the screen and did nothing for like 15 seconds, got shitload of views. It's like these artists, they'll make just anything and think that they can put it out there and sell records or
And they do.
sell downloads or whatever, and they do. Unfortunately, it's because
Yeah.
people will buy it just because. I mean, what's
Same thing goes
Justin
for YouTube actually.
what's Justin Bieber gonna do when he turns 30? I wonder, or 20, or even 25.
Uh,
Poor kid.
He'll figure out something new to do.
if
He
he's
has enough of a following because he's not like people compare him to Aaron Carter. If you guys remember that name. But Aaron Carter was just like a one-trick shot. This
if
Justin Bieber has worked with a bunch of people.
if he's smart, he'll save some of his money and then just fucking retire. I mean,
Yeah,
these people can go like a good 5 or 10 years and then be done working the rest of their life if they
yeah.
chose.
Yeah,
And a lot
You
of them
know?
go into acting now, like Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake. I
yeah.
mean, he's singing now
He's
again, but
actually a pretty decent actor. I like to watch him in his movies.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a cool guy. He's
Sometimes
actually
they
pretty
can
funny.
make the crossover. Sometimes they
He's
don't.
no Randy though, but he's pretty good.
yeah. Randy could definitely. I think Randy's got a future, man, if he sticks with it.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. You got to stay in his cage.
um, let's see. What else can we talk about today? I know we've got some good stuff we can talk about. Um, let's see. Anything, guys?
Well, I mean,
Oh, we were
there's
going to talk about some game titles. Let's
yeah.
yeah, let's do the review thing, man. That's what you do. That's your shit.
Yeah, I know that is my shit, but I can't do spoil and all that. No, the 2 games that just came out this week that are popular and on topic are Crisis 3
Okay.
and Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, which is a made up word of revenge and vengeance, I guess,
Right.
combined. Um, but yeah, those are the two big titles right now, and they're the good thing about them is they're completely different genres. One's a first person shooter.
Okay.
We have too many of them anyway, but and the other is a action hack and slash, which as of lately we've had a couple good ones like Devil May Cry and some others, but is a genre that isn't as touched upon usually as something like an FPS genre. But from my play experience so far, Rising is a good game, although it's short, which will bother some people, because they don't want to pay $60 for a short game.
Hmm.
But when it comes to that argument, I'm always of the mind that as long as it's a good game, and if you're personally for me, I like to replay games. I mean, some people do these one-trick ponies. They buy
Yeah.
a game, they play it, they never play it again. Which, if you do that, you should just rent them because why are you spending $60 on a game you play through once? Um,
That's why I'm getting GameFly.
yeah,
Rent it
exactly.
for
Or do
everything.
GameFly or rent them because I mean, really, I like to play. I mean, I have some games I've really played multiple times, like Uncharted and various other titles. But there's some I can only play a little bit here and there. And usually the ones that I only play like once or twice, I'll look at my collection. Okay, these are gone. I'm not going to touch them ever again. But anyway, back on topic. Rising is pretty good if you like hack and slash. The coolest thing about it is instead of, you still do your normal attacks with weapons like and you're, hacking and slashing and doing combos and everything. But the cool thing is that you have a thing called blade mode where it slows everything down and basically you can cut everything up into a bunch of million fucking pieces. I
Hmm.
mean, literally, it's like no matter which way you're slicing and turning the angle, it will cut them up and cut them into pieces. And it actually counts how many times you cut things until
Uh-huh.
your meter runs out. So
Wow.
that never gets old. uh, that never gets old. And now graphically, the game, the characters look good, but the backgrounds aren't super detailed. But I think that because that came at a price because the game does seem to run at almost a solid 60 frames a second,
Uh-huh.
and it's this whole cutting up thing because I've noticed if you cut something up a ton, the game's already running in slow-mo mode when you go in blade mode, but when you really start to cut it up and get all these pieces, I think the game's calculating all that and it starts to like get choppy. So you're
Okay.
seeing this chop, but it doesn't affect gameplay because it's slow anyway at that point. Then once you stop doing the mode, everything resumes back to normal. But I
Okay.
think that's where the trade-off was. But I mean, if you like hack and slash games,
Is this
you
a
know,
PC game?
no, it's a PS3 and Xbox game.
Okay.
So not a PC game. Now, so for anybody who likes hack and slash games, you should definitely check it out. Again, it's short, but if you love playing these games, and this game is a very combo slash score based as well. So obviously people are going to try getting a higher rank, etc. It's
Okay.
definitely good for those type of players. Crisis 3, unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of time to play,
Uh-huh.
but the first thing I can say is, well, one, you like first-person shooters. Okay, well then you'd probably be interested. Two, do you like fucking amazing graphics? Crisis is known for its amazing graphics, and three is no disappointment there. Whether you're playing it on, obviously PC looks way better, but if you're
Mm-hmm.
playing on Xbox and PS3, it still looks good for the consoles, and will be probably said one of the best looking games on consoles.
Okay.
So I haven't played much more than that, but it does continue a story. But Crisis hasn't, in my opinion, had a very great story in general anyway. So
What
if
is
you just
if we could back up a second because
yeah,
I'm not real familiar with the franchise.
backing up,
Um,
okay.
what is the storyline or the franchise? What is your like who is your character and what is kind of the general story about?
Well, I'll break it down. You play as a guy named Prophet, but the main story is basically in the first game you were these soldiers that got equipped with these special suits, and you went to go fight. I can't remember, it was some kind of faction. When they're over there fighting them, next thing you know, aliens get brought into the mix, and it was a total mind fuck, so to speak. Bwah, bwah, and it blew people away. Now, granted, I didn't even get to play Crisis One because back then it only came out on PC. You needed a really good PC to play it, so it was missed by a lot of people. Luckily, it did come out on the Xbox and I believe PSN network, so you can actually play them now, and I'd like to go back and do that. Two skips forward a bit, and it's again you're now in the city, and the aliens are attacking the city like a big, like high-rise buildings and everything. So that was that game and its battle for that. Now it's like 20 something years later. That part of the city has been locked down for supposedly quarantine and to clean out, but the government is trying to get the weapons and tech, and I'm guessing at some point the aliens are involved again, and this is supposed to be like a kind of like a final battle, so to speak, of sorts. I'm not
Okay.
an expert on Crisis, but I've played two all the way through, and now I'm playing through three,
Okay.
and I need to play one. But I mean, if you like games that have really good graphics, and what the main thing with this game is they usually put you out in open areas where you can do different things with your suit. You can go camouflage where you blend in, you go kind of clear, and you can sneak behind people. Or if you're going gun-ho, gun running, you can activate your armor, which is like a temporary armor boost where you can take as many hits as possible.
Okay.
And then there's like a level up system in it. You get abilities to unlock through your suit, like different scopes, different snipers, different weapons, different silencers and stuff. But the neat thing I will say about it is the interface when it comes to changing this stuff. When you hold like a certain directional, I think it's a directional pad, or hold a button, you lift up, it's like your fingers, and your fingers are representative of like the different buttons. And so you
Mhm.
hit like Y to change like your different silencers or your different muzzles, and then you'll
Okay.
hit this button to change your different things. But it's kind of it's for people that love first-person shooters, like really good graphics, and maybe like a little bit of freedom in how they approach their situations in the game. So
Okay.
that's
That
the
sounds
short
sounds
story.
pretty interesting. Sounds like something I might want to check out.
Is multiplayer any good for Crysis?
I haven't tested multiplayer. I've barely gotten to play the single player on 3, so I need to put more time into it. But from what I've heard, multiplayer is a lot of fun from some people I've talked to online. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
I'm
come
thinking
on,
about.
camoing and sneaking up and stuff.
Yeah,
You
That's
that
know.
why
that
people
part
hated.
looks
That's
kind
why
of
I heard
cool.
people hated it because it was like you're invisible for a little bit and then the armor lock. I think that's what people hated about some parts about Reach too.
Well, what is it? It's the internet. Everybody hates everything.
Yeah, they'll find something to play on. That's what I always say about Black Ops, not Black Ops, the Call of Duty in general, multiplayer. If there's not one thing wrong with it, they'll find something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I might just go back to playing more based games in the future, and keep my multiplayer limited to maybe a couple of games
It's
that I really like, and then the rest of them I still haven't even I don't think I've even finished the campaign for Black Ops 2. I don't
Yeah,
think I
me
have.
neither.
I need to go back and play that some more. It's
I'm
just
working
like I
on
never have time.
I'm working on Assassin's Creed 3 right now. They have so many
it's a long game.
it is. That's what I've noticed. It's like I played for a couple hours and I'm like, oh crap, I have to be like at least 50%. And I looked at it, I'm like 26%.
Yeah.
Just
Nope.
have so many. I'm giving a blank now. When they switched off to the theatrical little movie part of it,
Uh-huh.
Oh, but you're talking about like they have so many. Yes, there's so many cutscenes and
the cutscenes
well, there's a
exactly. Yeah,
lot of side quests too.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many cutscenes and side quests, and I really hate. I don't know if I haven't figured out a quick travel yet, but you get to like on a horse, and you're at one house, and you have to travel all the way through the forest,
There
and
is
then
a
to
quick
find.
travel.
Yeah, it's like, do you have to go to each like exclamation point, or is there like a button you can press?
I think you just go to your map and then highlight towards like an air location. Like if you're trying to get to the end of one map, you can go to the nearest thing and then warp there and then get to the end of the map or something like. It's been a while, but
Yeah.
you know what's funny about that game? Not to get off topic, but I think the best part of that game, and I've played all the Assassin's Creeds, but they really blew it out of the park with their naval battle segments. I don't know if you've done that yet, where you go on the boat and you're firing cannons and everything.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I
No,
know, I
just
know.
kidding.
No, no, it's not a spoiler.
I know,
That's
I'm just kidding. It's been
Yeah,
out for a little
and it's
while.
funny. I played the first one a long time ago, and I haven't played one since. So
oh,
I
so
kind of don't. I'm a little confused. Well, the storyline doesn't. This one kind of works a little
what's
differently.
going on,
The other one.
guys? I was the time thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm fighting African. What? I don't know. Never mind.
I want to
No,
get
way ahead of that.
those are two games that I'd like to have. Crisis 3 sounds pretty interesting, and Assassin's Creed 3. I haven't played any of the Assassin's Creed before, but
It's fun.
it looked really good on TV.
It's like Batman to me with all the action sequences.
What about Skyrim? Skyrim is that a game that's worth getting? I've seen video on it and stuff.
I mean, if you can get into that setting and that style, then I mean, absolutely, you're looking at
I used to
50
play
to
Dungeons and
100 hours.
Dragons. I
Oh well,
used to,
then you should be a
I used
shoo
to
in.
play Dungeons and Dragons when I was a kid, so if it's kind of like that,
Well, then in that case, I should answer like this: Yes, you gotta get Skyrim. So yeah, yeah. I mean, it's if you like fighting dragons and mystical stuff, fighting skeletons
okay.
and busting some skeleton ass with
I
your
can
sword and
I can
shield.
get into that sort of stuff. I can certainly get into some of that stuff.
Well, then you need to pick that up.
I may do it.
You can head over to your local GameStop for only $59.99. No, I don't know. I don't know how much it is today.
I'm hoping that maybe Skyrim or Assassin's Creed 3 might be reduced
I just
price by
got
now.
Assassin's Creed 3 for $40
40?
new. Yeah, they
Okay.
just put it on sale, and then the used version was 37, so they haven't quite worked that out yet.
Okay.
I'm like, hell yeah, I'll buy it for new for $3 more.
Yeah, definitely. I would totally avoid buying a used game if I could help it. You know,
Skyrim is $40 right now.
it's 40. Okay.
And actually, it looks like there's if you just get the downloadable card for it, like the just a download version, you can
Yeah.
get it for 30.
Okay.
And this is off of Amazon.
And that seems to me like a game that I would just play completely in my leisure time, just
Yep.
relax and kick back when I know I've got a couple hours to play without any
What the hell are you
interruptions.
talking about? You need to
You know.
record all that shit, put it all on YouTube, and make profit.
I don't know. If anything, it'd be goofs and stuff like me not knowing absolutely what I'm doing at all on playing the game. It'd be like
Make you money.
blooper
That's not what
Mortarman
Minecraft is. I'm sure
Skyrim
that.
Skyrim
Yeah.
bloopers.
I mean, we'd have segments like, you're like, do I go in this cave or do I jump off the cliff? I'm jumping off the cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't record Skyrim though. That thing takes forever because you do so much stuff on that game. You'd literally have to take like a year uploading videos if you want to complete Skyrim.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
Killer Rob did a pretty good attempt of it. I don't know how far he got along, but I was following his videos on Skyrim, and each one of them was 10, 15 minutes long, and there must have been, I don't know how many, 20 episodes or so, and he still hadn't really gotten very far into the game.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
Toby
so
Tobuscus
much.
is always really good at uploading everything. He's
Because he
up to like
talks all
70.
crazy and everything.
Yeah, but he always a lot of his videos he sounds the same. He's pretty entertaining, but I can only usually watch every once in a while with his videos.
Hello, audience. Once again, we're going to go through the forest, but I don't know why we want to go through the forest. Let's try going through the cave.
What YouTuber is that?
Tobuscus. Toby
Tabuscus?
Turner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has like 5 different channels. He's really popular in every
He's
Okay.
single
basically,
channel.
he's basically hopped up on ADD meds because he has to be. No, I don't
He's
know.
yeah. He's like an English version of what's his face? PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. I
Yeah.
got you.
He's like, hey, I don't know what's going on over here. Well, let's walk over here, audience. Oh, look at you, Miss Teggy too.
Yeah.
Just fucking off the wall.
Yeah. Toby Turner's audience too is younger as well.
Yeah,
So that's
that
one
could
thing
be
to
a
keep in
part of it.
mind. What do you say?
I said, no shit. Go figure. Adults can only take that crazy zany shit so long before their head literally implodes, and then their relatives cleaning it up off the wall behind.
I always forget how young everybody is that watch my videos because like people for the girlfriend stories that message me, like I don't think anybody's been over 15. There might be a couple of years, 17 yourself. It's like if you're that young, at 13, 12, like there's not a whole lot of problems you have yet with dating.
Yeah, they don't have, they think they got problems. They don't
Yeah,
got
I did too at the
problems.
same time. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's stuff I can help out with.
Yeah.
If I take her to Dairy Queen, is she gonna want sprinkles? Because I fucking want gummy bears, and that's just not gonna fly. Not gonna
Sprinkles
fly.
or gummy bears, yeah.
She loves peanuts, but I'm allergic. I don't know what to do.
Her neck started flaming, and I just started doing CPR, and
Should I give her a friendship bracelet?
please, and they no help. They said give her more peanuts.
Oh
Anyway,
crap. How are the comments looking on the watch page?
They're good. One person just linked something. Hydro Ninja linked something about them announcing Xbox 720 doing a release thing April.
Okay, cool.
And then
April, huh?
Crisis 3 is cool. They're doing pretty good in the comments.
I feel
I've
they're
been
not.
replying as much as I can. A
I
lot of
wonder
the stuff
how
they're mentioning, I don't know
I
about.
wonder how many viewers we've had altogether.
We've
It
had
just
the same
says
8 with a few ups and downs of hopping in and hopping right
yeah,
out.
like from 8 to 13 viewers, I think.
Well,
Th-
doesn't it count? Like I know us three are well, we're watching, so that counts as one apiece. So that we can't
Yeah.
really count 3 of them. That's
Yeah.
that's advertising.
We
So
got like 5.
Does it work like Twitch when you open it up in different tabs? It counts as a viewer?
I don't think so. Oh, and we just dropped a 6. For shame, people. For
Oh
shame.
man.
Wow.
When this will actually automatically render in a few minutes after we end the podcast, and so it will re-upload to the channel, and then it will start getting views from
Maybe
there.
I guess it's like we're not doing enough cool things like techno bricks, like oomps, 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 oomps,
We're just not. We just have too many clothes on. It's just, everybody can.
Yeah.
Once it's a ChatterBait, everybody started tweeting out ChatterBait stuff.
Yeah.
All the
Oh,
viewers are coming from there.
I, as the show goes on, we'll get more ideas about the show, and we probably need to work on we need to do a test, a couple of test podcasts or something, where we can work on the graphics, because I don't know I don't know shit about graphics, and this little Next Gamer thing that we've got there, that's a screenshot from the channel banner, and so if we could, we'll probably need to work on some graphics and figure out exactly how we're going to organize the screen capture and and make it look better. I think that this has actually been a really good podcast though. We didn't have any problems from Skype,
Nope.
and the XSplit's doing its job, and the
Yep.
stream I think is in good quality. I think we
It's
just need to
so
work on. I
I
just
know
need.
you're so sexy over there. I see. That's how good a quality is. I'm just saying. No homo, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You know,
getting
that's
got in there in time.
that's how I roll over here. That's how I roll.
I'm gonna turn on the lights. I'm gonna set the mood. I feel like it's just dark
I
in this
know.
box.
Once it went dark, I was like, don't go back.
It's
Don't go
just
back.
all
Don't turn the
over.
light back on. Let's play
It's
that
like,
mute
oh.
music. Where's the Barry Manilow?
With some Kenny
Ooh,
G.
baby, I wanna want you.
Ooh, baby. Uh,
He doesn't sing you.
no, we were talking about someone else. You couldn't hear.
Yeah.
Who was it? You were just trying to mimic Justin the singer.
I don't even know. I was just going
Very
with it.
white.
Barry
Yeah, I
White.
think it was
Thank you
Barry
very
White.
much.
I said.
Because Jason goes, Kenny G doesn't sing, you idiot. I'm like, it
Kenny
wasn't Kenny.
G. Isn't he the one that does the?
Saxophone.
Yeah.
Yeah, women just take their panties off to that saxophone, man.
My name's Kenny G and I play sax. A phone.
I think Randy.
Randy, Jason says Randy should do a Barry White parody.
Now all he can do is look at the camera and say, "Oh dang." I even have people locally, some friends of mine, that will say that randomly. Oh dang.
We love it around here, dude. We're like, dang, all the time. I swear we can make Randy famous.
Yeah.
He's probably already famous with the ladies.
Heck yeah,
He
with
probably
that
has that
with
going on.
that killer, he's got a
The
killer
scar-
mullet going on.
He's got the mullet, and when he starts to unzip that Olympics coat he's got on a jacket, it's just people just go apeshit. They're like, "Oh Randy," and he goes, "Hold on, oh dang," and I can't do this. He goes for it, man. He's got them teeth too, man. It's
Yeah,
not those teeth good for a smile. They're good for opening cans when you don't have a can opener handy. He's good at that stuff.
awesome. Yeah, gotta love the teeth, man. I'm laughing and smiling so hard my face hurts right now.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, but we got some work to do, on the channel, and we'll on the podcast. We'll make some improvements, and in the week too. If you guys get ideas about topics, we can just try to get together and discuss those so that we kind of have something all laid out. I'd like to have the podcast all laid out by like Thursday, or something, so that we don't have to stress about it. We
So we
just
don't have to be like, "Oh shit, where's my papers? Give me the papers. Where's
yeah,
my papers?"
I need my notes. I need my notes, man.
Yeah.
And have to do some studying up on it, and 'cause
Instead,
during the week we
I
got.
know, you're like threatening me earlier. You're like, if you don't get these topics, you're gonna be picking my teeth out of your gum. No, not really, but
Yeah, so maybe we can get together and discuss some
Well,
topics,
I'd say
midweek
maybe
or
have them by
something.
Friday, since Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will give time for things to happen in the gaming world.
Yeah,
And
Friday.
then
Yeah, if we could have things ready by Friday, that would be
yeah.
good. 'Cause I've got a lot on my plate over here, and then you guys have channels to run yourself, and you have a job outside of YouTube. And Ryan just became a full-time staff member as a recruiter, and he's going to be assisting me with some of the content on the network channel too. So
Yes, sir.
we're all going to be much busier. Um,
Well, we're just one happy family.
we are. Man, I couldn't, to be honest, I mean, besides having 1 million subscribers and or anything like that, I couldn't be happier with what I do, honestly. I couldn't be happier with my job and how I got into all this. I just wish that more subscribers and views came along with the package. That would be nice for everybody.
We can
Um,
dream.
yeah, I
It usually
I'm I'm
encompasses looking up
still
at the sky
I'm still
blankly.
yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done dreaming.
I'm still optimistic that that our channels will succeed. The network will continue to grow, and we'll continue getting more and more popularity. Just think of it this way: what if the Next Gamer Network gets so popular that it's like a household name, like some of these other networks, and then we give someone the opportunity to have their video featured on the network? it could
Yeah.
be instant popularity if the network is big enough. It could be,
Yes.
you know.
Sorry.
I mean, just think if if your video got uploaded on CNanners or Hutch or Wings of
Yeah.
Redemption or
Right.
somebody, if your video got uploaded on one of those guys' channels, overnight you could blow up.
I know. Just thinking about it, my nipples are getting hard. I'm not trying to offend, but I'm just saying that yes, that's a good thing.
But so the
Might
possibility
laugh
is
in.
always there. The possibility is always there. Wings of Redemption even mentioned one time, and he's not huge. I think he's what at a 400K, which is still really damn big. But he mentioned in one of his videos that his channel was a product of a shout out from somebody. What you got there? You got you a lobster?
It's my alien face hugger. He will impregnate your face. He will impregnate your
Oh, I
face.
remember seeing that in your video.
Yeah, it was in my aliens review.
Yeah, yeah, it came out of your,
Yeah.
you put it on your, yeah, it attacked your
Woo!
face or whatever.
Yeah. If only
um,
he had Randy's teeth, he'd be amazing.
any unboxings coming soon?
I'm thinking on that one. For me, if I get, I signed a non-disclosure agreement for Castlevania on the 3DS, so if I get that early, I'll try to do a unboxing on that.
Okay.
Um, I also plan on getting the BioShock Infinite Birdsong edition with the big statue and everything.
Uh-huh.
So I'll probably do an unboxing on that. Other than that, I don't. I think that's it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
All right, cool. Um,
It's a
all right.
box. Hey, look at this box.
Check
It's
this
tiny.
out.
It's little. It's different. What's inside? There's a disc. Ooh. Okay, sorry.
With, I watched one of your unboxings the other, wasn't just the other day, it was like a couple weeks ago, I guess, where you took it out of the box and it opened up. It had like this fancy looking display or whatever, and what was it? It was some kind of
What the?
special edition
Was it
deal.
the aliens one that had the power loader and the alien?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of that
Yeah.
stuff looks pretty cool, especially highly collectible. You know,
Yeah.
um, I wish I could go out and get all that stuff.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Tomb Raider, I got the collectible edition of, and also God of War. So never mind. There's more. See, look at you. You're already
Okay.
bringing out the best of
Yeah,
me.
see, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Um, well, it's about 6:30 right now, and we started a few minutes after 5. I don't have to run. If you guys want to hang, we can hang for a few more minutes, or we can call it a wrap. It doesn't really matter to me. If you guys have something else you want to talk about, we can do that. My mom said I could stay up late, so I'm here for a
Stay
while.
up extra late. I don't have a
Well,
bedtime tonight. I
I'm
have
getting
school in the morning.
I'm getting hungry for dinner, but let me think if there's anything I want to say before I go, mm, or anything else to cover.
Hey,
Uh,
I have something. Do
okay,
you
yeah, go ahead.
guys think that maybe we should create a Twitter page for the Next Gamer podcast or
Absolutely.
something?
Yeah,
Is,
that'd be fun.
is
I
there a
think
Twitter for the next gamer in general?
there is,
Okay.
but it's kind of dead in the water. It doesn't
Okay.
really do much, and so I think maybe we could talk about maybe some promotional ideas and maybe a Twitter page for the Next Gamer podcast.
Just be like, hey, if you
I think
follow me, you get a wink picture and a smile.
the network needs a new Twitter too. I think that the network had a Twitter as well would be awesome.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
wouldn't like because I know before it would just every time it liked the video, that's all it put out. If somebody actually attended to it and actually had some original tweets.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. See, I have my Twitter, and my Twitter's pretty active, but I mainly use my Twitter to like other people's videos. I don't really use it a whole lot for my videos. I use it to promote others,
Yeah.
and then I get in some conversations here and there. I will admit that I don't really have a lot other to say on my Twitter, other than just liking videos, but it does give people another outlet to reach me. If they can't reach me on Skype or if they uh, reach me in a comment on a video, then they can send me a tweet. So, because Twitter for me is still relatively new. I really just got into Twitter like a couple months ago, if that. I think I have like 88 followers or something, but So I use it as an outlet for people to get hold of me if they need to, and then I like videos and stuff for other people, try to share other people's content. But maybe it would be good to have get more active with the Next Gamer Twitter, and then
Yeah.
create maybe a Twitter for the Next Gamer Podcast.
It'd be cool if like the network Twitter would like announce like new partners or like new directors and stuff like that, or maybe new series it uploads, or just anything with gaming in general would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm open to that sort of stuff because I want to get get more involved with our new partners because there's a whole bunch of them that I've never even met or talked to that I don't even know, and so I wish that they would get in contact with us more, or we could get in contact with them. There's a lot of them. Some of them don't speak English though, which I'm not hating, but it's hard to communicate with someone that
Yeah.
doesn't speak any English. We have to use translator on Skype just to help them when they need support.
I know it's unfortunate. I remember when I first got onto the Next Gamer Network, I actually talked in my gibberish. But then you guys said I couldn't talk that way. So
There's no
I
translator for
decided
that.
English was the best course of action for you guys at least. So
Yeah.
just saying.
Yeah. So we got a lot of changes and always open for suggestions and things that we can do. Um, to make the network better. I mean, we had even discussed, you know, like a fresh start, but we decided against that. We thought, no, let's just keep what we have, keep it
Yeah.
going,
It's a bad
and
idea.
yeah,
I regret restarting my channel.
Yeah,
Who knows
starting
what I'll
over
do
is
right now.
not a good idea.
not a good idea, no.
Hey,
So
I
far
have a,
this far in.
So what we're going to do is just revamp what we have.
we
Yeah.
take it, we crush it, we remold it, and spit that shit back out. And go, this is us. We're better now.
Yeah, we're
Okay?
back, bigger, better than ever. Yeah,
If you see anything needs improving, just let us know.
we have been seems like we've been stuck between 13,000 and 14,000 subscribers for a year. It seems
Because
like.
YouTube keeps taking them away.
Yeah. Oh, and
Every
that,
time I
did you
check Social Blade.
Did you guys know that recently YouTube or something, I guess there was a change where now, like they took like thousands and thousands of views from my main channel. I had like 300K or something, and now it's like down to around 230. Where any videos I think that I had ever deleted ever since I started my channel,
Yeah,
before
they
that
take 'em away.
before that counter would just continue as a lifetime count. Now, no, they took all that shit. Think about some people where they literally lost millions of views.
Yeah.
I mean, it really doesn't affect your pocketbook any.
No.
It just you go to
It's not like
somebody's.
it affects my pocketbook now.
Yeah, this is
Just
cool.
saying.
Yeah,
My
me.
old channel had a couple 100,000, and now it's at like 79,000. So I deleted like a ton of videos for some stupid reason.
Yeah,
But
Hey, I gotta have a request for, I don't know why, and this is a really odd request, but Mortimer, when we leave this, I just want you to say, y'all come back now, you hear?
okay.
No, I wasn't gonna ruin that surprise. You
Oh,
ruined
sorry.
it for him.
My
That's a
bad.
couple months from now. I've been saving up for the ring. You blew it.
When's the first year anniversary of the Next Gamer Network? Oh no.
um,
No, I'm back.
it's like right around the corner. I need to look that up.
Yeah.
I'm not even that sure, but I could find
We'll do
out.
something special.
Yeah.
So I think I hooked up with Next Gamer Network in March last year.
Yeah. My channel, my
Ish.
my personal channel got partnered in June. Yeah, I believe June of last year. I have to look it up. I'm not exactly sure, but it should be here right around the corner soon. Yeah. Um, Man, time's gone by fast.
Yeah.
It does.
True that.
We have. I wonder if I refresh this page, there'd be more likes on it, or if it's just the one lonely like. At
We have
least
I
it
gave it a
doesn't.
like
At
for
least it.
me.
I didn't even like it myself.
I always forget. Well, when you're streaming it, it's just weird.
Yeah.
You'd go back and watch it and stuff.
Yeah. There, I
I
liked it.
liked it, and then I
There you go.
unliked it, and then I liked it again and again
You
and
got
again.
three.
All right, guys. Well, I think we'll call it a show, man, and cut out of here. And I enjoyed it. I always do. This is episode 10. I don't know if I should try to upload the other podcasts to this channel or just leave them on my channel where they are and not worry about it.
I just leave him, I say.
Some of
Yeah.
those files are huge anyway. It could take forever.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just like watching it during it too. So
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people are gonna watch it all the way through until now if they aren't
Yeah,
watching it now.
I don't think so. I think
You know, just remain optimistic.
our audience retention time, will be low at first, but just think about those guys at PTFO or PKA, or I bet you they've got some incredible audience retention. I know that I've literally sat through over an hour before on them myself, and hopefully we can get that too. We
I'm
just
just
gotta
gonna start.
we
I'm
just
gonna
gotta keep
start
them
saying
interested.
that I have Tourette syndrome. So while we're podcast, I'm like, yeah, that's good, good.
You're like the Tourette's guy.
Yeah, Bob Saget. Oh, Bob
Yeah, yeah,
Saget.
Bob Saget, that dude's hilarious.
So,
Um, all right, man.
all right.
If
So is
you
that
if
the
you
end of
guys
Sunday?
have if you guys have any graphic ideas, for like to decorate this thing up and pimp it out, let me know. See,
Bejazzle.
like Tangy, you did that thing with your screen. How'd you make that little deal so quickly? That little
I
banner.
literally Google searched, make a banner online for free, found a website, made it, and then I have this thing program open Cam Twist,
Uh-huh.
and just it kind of like edits your webcam. So
Okay.
that's how I had that Twitter feed on earlier. But it's like sometimes it gets small, nobody can see it.
Okay. Yeah, see, it's that sort of stuff we need to look into maybe. Um, if we can get some kind of cool overlay, or something for this. I've got an overlay somebody made for me, but it's the information in the little box is old. It needs to be redone. But it's only for one main cam, and then like smaller cameras at the bottom. It's really designed for Google Hangout. So we
Yeah,
need something more fitting for this. But
I think it looks all right now. I mean, I'm sure we can always improve on it,
yeah,
but it looks pretty good.
I think it. Today's show turned out really good. I'm very pleased with the overall quality, and actually, really thrilled that Skype didn't let us down. You know.
Oh, I want to say too on because we're on the topic of Twitter. There's a Twitter page called Gamer Tweeps,
Uh huh.
Tweeps, and they will pretty much follow and promote other gamers, YouTube gamers. So if you're out there watching and wants to get involved with that, or us included, because we
Is
should
it
totally do
tweeps with a P in it?
Gamer Tweeps, like TWEEPS.
I am
Okay.
checking it out right now.
Yeah,
All right.
checking it out. Check them out. Check 1 2. Check 1
Eat
2.
him.
Gamer Tweets. That's what we do.
All right.
Yeah, sucker.
That's what
I'm
I'll
not a
do.
free, I'm not a freestyler, but I try. Okay.
It was good. I did a rap once and it sounded terrible, but people thought it was funny. If you
And
make it
it's
sound
and
terrible.
actually it's actually I will say it's a Twitter page that promotes them, but it's been started by my girlfriend, and she's been kind of hopping around trying to get other people to join and tweet people. So
Okay.
she's trying to help out the gaming community too.
It's called Gamer Tweeps.
Yeah, not dweebs. Don't get
Tweet
don't.
tweeps
Yeah,
with.
tweeps, not dweebs. I don't
All
know
right.
why
I'll
would you say dweebs? Why?
I'll find it and follow it. What does the icon look like so I know I'm on the right one?
Hold on, I'll look that up for you real
I can
quick
link
because
it to you.
I don't remember
Okay.
what it
I
looks like.
found it. I'll link it to you in the Skype chat.
There
All
you
right.
go. It's something. Is that
Knowledge is power.
descriptive?
Oh, I linked to, hold on. I actually linked to the wrong thing.
Oh, right now it looks like it's aliens. So.
Uh-oh, that's full screen.
Uh-oh.
See what I did? See,
What did you do?
I
You
got
led us
some
astray.
I got some experimenting to do.
That's okay. We've all been there, and
Yeah.
at one point in time we get done experimenting, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do some test broadcast or something, um, so we can mess around with this where we don't have to worry about. Well, it's not like we have a huge audience anyways at the moment, but we can just say, hey, we're going to do a test podcast, mess around with some graphics, situating of the cameras or whatever. We'll do that in the future.
Sounds good.
Okay, fellas.
All
Yeah.
I want
right.
to
Time for
thank
me to
y'all
do my
for.
drinking stream.
Oh, you're gonna do your drinking stream?
Yeah, I'm gonna
What's
start
on
that in
the
like an hour.
what's on tap tonight?
Every Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
And
And what will you be drinking tonight?
probably Captain Morgan or something else really cheap.
Okay.
Wait, is this where you stream while you're drinking?
Yep.
That's
Just do
fun.
my own drinking game. And it always turns out I play Search and Destroy with a few friends, and everybody likes to talk smack on there, and
And the more drunk,
hectic.
Do you
and the more drink you think you're drunk you are, you get more better, right?
do
I've
you
had
do you
I've
get a pretty
posted
good
good
audience
games
on
after
there?
that. What?
Do you get a pretty good audience on there?
Yeah, I usually get the same loyal ones.
That's good.
I
Okay.
usually, if I stream on Twitch, I usually get around like 13, 14 watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to try to do some promoting of this podcast, if we can,
Yes.
and if we could come up with a really cool promotional video and then just cross share it, that would be good.
Okay.
Try to promote the hell out of it, and because I think right now it hasn't been consistent enough. Like I had the 9 episodes on my channel, and I changed it from Google to the stream on the channel. Now here, whatever. We'll try to promote it. Good luck with your drinking stream tonight, Ryan.
Yeah.
If I get a chance, I'll stop
I'll
by.
survive.
And
Sounds
and
good.
if I can freaking beat the final boss on Metal Gear Rising, I'll be happy. I played it for like an hour and a half yesterday. Like I couldn't beat it. So
One
it's
day.
hard. It's hard.
Well, I know who to come to if I ever get stuck on a particular level, and I'll PayPal you
Randy?
two. I'll PayPal you
Wait
$2.
until the PS4 comes out. You'll have
Yeah, man. Then you just give me $1 and I'll do whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want, but
whatever you said it.
within the means of the PlayStation 4 architecture.
All right, guys.
All right.
Well, y'all come back now. You hear?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to the broadcaster page so I can. All right, guys. I will talk to you soon. If y'all have any ideas or anything you want to talk about during the week for the upcoming podcast on Saturday, we'll get together and do that.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
I'll start taking my notes.
All right, fellas. Have a good night or have a good
See ya.
weekend. See you
Yep,
guys.
everybody. Thanks for joining. Have fun.
All right, see ya.